Good morning, viewers. Thank you very much for watching Punchline Africa Television. Today is an exclusive day. It's an exclusive day in the sense that we shall be bringing an exclusive analysis of yesterday's ruling and the judgment by the Kenyan Supreme Court seated in Nairobi on 31st of March, the year 2022, the year of our Lord. Today is a great day that I take on this task. I take on this task on behalf of millions and millions of Kenyans, Africans, East Africans, and the world at large. That for almost 11 years, I have been advocating for a strategy of redemption strategy, a strategy of bringing peace, a strategy of bringing reconciliation, accountability, truth-telling, restitution, and above all, I have been toiling up and down the valleys of this great nation to tell the story of a healed country. I've been trying to put my stand, my experience, to find a united Kenya. A Kenya united, where healing is the answer to the perennial difficulties that come after every election. Today is a great day for me that I will be here to analyze to my viewers and those listening to me, and especially the diplomats who have asked me, over 10 of you, to talk about the idea of BBI. Talk about the idea of a redemption strategy. Talk about the idea of reconciliation, unity of purpose, azimio la umoja. Talk about the idea of a handshake. Talk about it. Several diplomats, thank you. And I will take this stand, and other people. I will take a stand in 3 approaches to 4 approaches. First approach, I want to thank all the people that have helped me in this search for a redemption strategy in Africa. A redemption strategy worked in South Africa. A redemption strategy worked in Zimbabwe between Mugabe and Joshua Gomo, and Mugabe and Ian Smith. A redemption strategy worked in Uganda between the LRA, Konyi, and Museveni, rebels and the government. A redemption strategy has worked elsewhere, where people have come together in Colombia and other places in the world. Today is my day to challenge, to open up, to expose, to underpin the difficulties, the challenges, the obstacles, to bring a story of how this matter was bungled, how the judiciary in Kenya bungled the matter, how political interests in Kenya bungled the matter, how a captured judiciary became political and became activists, imported words into a constitutional matter that would help this nation. Today is my day to tell the story, how painful it is to defeat an enemy and then you come back to face the same enemy. How powerful it is to be the only person left in the arena to safeguard the interest of the people of Kenya. From 2009, 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, the only souls that was left, and the soul that was left in this country that thought about the nation called Kenya, that fought against the forces, the darker forces that had wanted to dismember this nation, was my soul, my mouth, my heart, my body. In 2015, when the ICC cases, one was temporarily halted because the evidence was there, but evidence was tampered with. The other one did not have evidence at all. I started on a case of a redemption strategy, a route of redemption. How Kenya can heal, how Kenya can come together, how Kenya can work, how we can restitute, how we can redempt, how can we reparate the internally displaced persons whose homes they have been taken and who have not gone back to their homes as we speak today. I did not know that the two leaders, Raila Amolo Odinga, President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, we are also thinking in the same breath. President Uhuru Kenyatta was thinking of leaving a nation that has a perennial history of every 5 years. That nation has violence. Every election year, before, during, and after, someone has to die because of elections. Someone has to die because the votes were killed, were taken, were done what? This is the nation, and we have to face it. It's only on 2 occasions, 2000, 2013, that I have been very much involved. But from time memorial, refugees that I left back in Kenya in 1985 came running to the United Kingdom in 1992 because of bad elections. They found me there already. I helped them to resettle. If there are those who said they were not helped, then let God help us. In 1992, the violence was orchestrated by very many factors. One of the factors came from an election, a badly managed election. A badly managed election that we must find, that we must sit and analyze why elections always cause trouble in Kenya. The Kenyan election, therefore, and the Kenyan elections have been the trigger for a very happy country, peaceful country, exploding every 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, those watching this lecture, public exclusive lecture, let me come to the subject of yesterday. I have respect for the judges. I have respect for the judiciary of Kenya. I have respect for the Constitution of Republic of Kenya. But I don't have respect for activist judges. Let me repeat that. I have respect for the judiciary of Republic of Kenya. I respect the judges, some of the judges of the Republic of Kenya. But I don't respect activist judges and the judges who make rulings through fraudulent means, who act fraudulently, who act like activists, who create fourth pathways. A fourth pathway was created in the courts. There is a fourth pathway in the courts, contrary to the doctrine of Montesquieu. Montesquieu had a doctrine of three-layer states, patterns. One, the judiciary. Two, the parliament. Three, the executive. Where is sorry? Where is the doctrine of separation of powers? The doctrine of separation of powers does not lie in creating a fourth pathway. A fourth pathway has been created in Kenya, in the Kenyan judiciary. If people don't want to speak, I'll speak and go home. I've no regret. I've no regret. Those who want to listen will thank me later. And if you don't speak today, when are we waiting to speak then? It's a tragedy. A tragedy of Africa. It's a tragedy in Africa that we, as Africans, behave in a dangerous manner. Our continent, therefore, suffers from people who don't speak the truth. Our continent, therefore, suffers from people, individuals, who keep quiet when things are going wrong. I'm not one of those in Africa who keeps quiet. I'm not one of those in Africa who would like to keep quiet and watch things go wrong, then come up in the morning to blame others. Today in Africa, lots of things are happening. But one of the things that has made me to come up with the podium politics, that at least every Friday one has to do a podium politics to enable people to understand, to lecture the truth about Africa. What kills it is this. Yesterday, the Supreme Court of Kenya decided on 7 factors. They decided on whether BBI was conducted in a manner, whether there is a basic doctrine, and that basic doctrine, whether it applies in Kenya. The 7 core pillars of the BBI, as taken out from the appellate court to the Supreme Court, presented several factors that are part and parcel of the 9 points that President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga decided and wanted a better Kenya to come out of the 9 points. Ladies and gentlemen across the world and the diplomats who asked me to speak my mind, thank you. I can see some of you are sending me messages. Yes, I'm going to speak my mind today. That if I don't speak, don't tell me I did not say it. On 21st of May First, before I go there, the Kenyan court, in a majority decision of 5-2, they decided and agreed that the BBI was unconstitutionally introduced to the public of Kenya. I am not going to go into the details of disagreeing with them, but I'm going to disagree with them. Who are we? What is it? We, the sovereignty of the Republic of Kenya. We, the people of Kenya. What does the Constitution say? We, the people of Kenya. The Constitution of Kenya does not say we exclude Uhuru Kenyatta. He is not a Kenyan. I want to tell the world that I am going ahead, and I want to tell you quickly so that you know what I am going to do. I'm sorry, but I want the East African Court of Justice and Human Rights in Arusha too. I am not seeking people to pay me. I'm not seeking to undermine anybody. But I want an opinion for the world. Because when I talk like this, some brokers, there's a lot of brokerage. We run with this, and then you fail in the end. Some brokers will run and say, let's go. You don't go where you don't know. If you're a grave digger, remain grave digging. And if you are an architect, remain building the buildings. Don't turn yourself into a job you can't manage.